Today I want to talk about the little red knife. We know it as a Swiss Army knife. This is mine, this is 30 years old. Today I'm going to go through my own knife, where I got it, how I got it, and we're going to go through our in-store range. This is my own Victorinox. I was given this 30 years ago when I was in Scouts. I was given this after and I still have very distinct memories of it. It would have been around about 10 years old. Nowadays I don't imagine they're able to give anyone under 16 knives, so times have changed quite a bit. Over the years this has been with me on many an outdoor adventure. It's a bit bruised, it's a bit battered, still functions, the blade is still relatively sharp. It's a tribute to Swiss manufacturing as to how well this is made, how good you can hear the click there, how good the mechanisms are. Doing a bit of reading on the internet before we sat down, they tell me they've made over 500 million of these little red knives, so that's quite amazing. There is quite a few different models, so now I might just go through a couple of the different ones that we've got in stock. Let's go through them. Now this is from the medium series. Most of the knives that we stock are from the medium. There is a smaller series, which are the very small compact ones that you see. This is the Spartan. This is pretty much the same knife that I've had for 30 years. It's effectively the knife that started it all. So as far as tools goes, it's got a large blade and a small blade. It's got a corkscrew, a reamer punch with a sewing function on it as well, little key ring, tweezers and a toothpick, bottle opener, a 3mm screwdriver, a 6mm screwdriver, a can opener and a wire stripper. So the Spartan is close to the original knife. Now every other one that we're going to go through now, as far as the red ones goes, are effectively an add-on to this. So we add more features, more blades, more tools. So I'll go through each one of those as we're going on. So this is the climber. So next one up that we've chosen to range from the Spartan. And with this model, you get a couple of additions. So you get all the same things. You get the blade, you get the two screwdrivers, you get the sewing punch, the corkscrew, that sort of stuff. So you get a hook on the back side there as well, which is nice and handy, being able to hook into something and pull it out if you've got something stuck there. And then you get a pair of scissors. They're spring loaded, nice and sharp, really well made. Nice little addition. So if you're after just a couple more features, then look towards the climber. I'm going to talk briefly about the camper. The camper is effectively the same as the Spartan, but with one more tool in it. So in the camper you get a timber saw on there. Means that if you've got a small piece of timber that you need to cut through, you can do that with this saw. It's quite a nice practical knife without being overly bulky. General theme with all these Victorinox knives is they just keep adding features. So the knives themselves keep getting a little bit thicker and those extra tools keep getting added in. Next up, I've got the Hunstman. So the Hunstman, again, is a combination of pretty much the three that we've previously looked at. So it's got the features of the Spartan, it's got the features of the camper, and it's got the features of the climber. So it's got the same blades and things as the Spartan, plus it's got the hook. And then we've got the scissors as well, which came from the climber. And then we've got the wood saw, which is just in here, that came from the camper. So, you know, it's a combination of all these three, all combined into one. It's a little bit heavier and a little bit bulkier, just because you can see the thickness there. It's got those extra tools, but it's got everything in there. Going to be in a bit of trouble here because this is no longer a red knife. It's no longer the little red knife that goes in your pocket. It is a big green one. So this is the large, or it's part of the large series, and this is called the Soldier. Chose to stock this because it is a little bit bigger, it is a little bit more practical. I imagine, seeing it's the Soldier name, that this is targeted towards soldiers, armed forces nowadays. It's also probably a pretty good one for bushcrafting, hunting, that sort of thing. So chosen to add this to our range. Now, you get a substantially larger knife that's also got a serrated blade on it. So if you've got to cut through some rope and things, then this is going to do the job here. It's also got a locking mechanism. So with that, you've got to press it down here with your thumb and close it there. So the blade isn't going to close on you by mistake. So we've got saw, larger saw. It doesn't have a lock on it, so it'll slide back. We've got the small screwdriver, small flathead, and the can opener, and then of course the large one and the wire stripper, which is also important. That screwdriver also has a locking mechanism on it, so it's not going to come back at you. So you can really use it for a bit of twisting. So on the back we have the reamer punch, which is really quite good. It doesn't have the little eyelet for running a sewing thread through, but still quite practical. And then of course we have a Phillips head on this one as well, which has been missing from all the other models that we've looked at. Overall, really practical knife. Feels lovely in the hand. The shape's really nice, so the way that it's contoured here gives it a really nice hand feel. It's really easy to hold. So yeah, that's the Soldier. I've always had a really soft spot for my Swiss Army knife. It's been with me on a fair few adventures. The range has grown. There's a reason they've sold 500 million of these worldwide. They just work, they seem to last. If you look after it, that is, it'll serve you for a long time.